They took 2,300 kids, just 9 and 10 years old, to map the silent stories that a young brain holds, with MRI scans tracing out the lines where synapses play, to see how hardship carves itself inside the folds of gray. It's not a lack of talent, and it's not a lack of grace. It's just the physical geography of living in this place. The bank account under a family's roof, the zip code where we stand, is written in the cortex like the contour of the land. Oh, you can't outrun the map when it gets deep. It gets beneath the skin and under bones. We're doing everything right, we're working the double, but the brain of a child has to map out the trouble. You can't buy the peace that the cortex requires when you're keeping the cold from the family fires. It's a chemical ink, it's a physical page, written in the gray before they're even of age. My neighbor works the early shift, she sweeps the clinic floor, she keeps the cupboards tidy and the boots beside the door. She doesn't let her daughter see the bills upon the grate, or the pressure of the grocery line where rent is always late. But a 10-year-old hears when the kitchen is quiet, and they sense that the pantry is close to a diet. The scanner doesn't care about the brave face that you wear, or how you tuck the blankets in and whisper out a prayer. The brain doesn't measure how much you can care, it just measures the weight of the air. Oh, you can't outrun the map when it gets deep. It gets beneath the skin and under bones. We're doing everything right, we're working the double, but the brain of a child has to map out the trouble. You can't buy the peace that the cortex requires when you're keeping the cold from the family fires. It's a chemical ink, it's a physical page, written in the gray before they're even of age. They tell us it's about the grit, they say it's self-control, like poverty's a personal mistake upon the soul. But the science says the structure grows to fit the heavy load, and you cannot raise a seedling on a toxic gravel road. So we buy the store brand shoes and we work the double shift, hoping for a crack where the light might start to lift. But the stress is like a river running deep under the skin, and the world is building fences that their minds are growing in. If you plant a seed in dry ground, you don't blame the leaf for dying, you don't ask the little blossom why it isn't trying. But we pave the yard with concrete and we ask the stem to grow, then we scan the roots for answers to the things we already know. There's a boy in the third row who's trying to read while his cells are just busy recording the need. You can tell him to try, you can tell him to fight, but the math in his head was decided at night. Oh, you can't outrun the math when it gets deep. It gets beneath the skin and under bones. We're doing everything right, we're working the double, but the brain of a child has to map out the trouble. You can't buy the peace that the cortex requires when you're keeping the cold from the family fires. It's a chemical ink, it's a physical page, written in the gray before they're even of age. Oh, they're paying the rent with the gray in their heads for the lines that we drew by sides of their beds. It's under the skin now, it's deep in the folds, the heaviest weight that a childhood holds.